What's good, man? Monday, April 28th, 9:55. 9:55, man. No school for the kids today, so you know. So today I'm chilling with my son. You know what I mean? He's in there asleep, man. He been up all night playing video games, watching movies and stuff like that. So yeah, right? Other than that though, everything copacetic. Another day, man. About to get a quick little workout in. Nothing crazy. Same old. Pull-ups, push-ups, pull-ups, and dips. Other than that, yeah, man. Beautiful day. The weather's been a little weird out here, man. The weather's been a little weird out here. Like it's like fresh today, you know. It's been fresh. It's been fresh for the past couple of days, right? And yeah, man, we just gonna get some light in, and we just gonna chop it up and talk, right? So yeah, push-ups, bruh. Get these little push-ups. Yeah, man. Nothing much, right? It's Monday. So look, man, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all either, right? Cause my channel is fairly new. And then I see that there is people like, you know what I mean? Not a lot of people, but shout out to the people that subscribe and shout out to the people that do watch my videos. Thank you guys. It really means a lot to me, right? I'm not gonna lie. So let me get on these pull-ups real quick. So like I said, right? Only human, you know, make mistakes, right? So tomorrow I have a court coming up, right? Now this is what I want to say to just the people, right? If for whatever reason you just see me like or you just see that I just stopped posting, you know, I gotta go take care of some stuff, you know. That's it. It is what it is. Like I said, right? Accountability, right? Accountability for your actions, right? For one's actions, right? But yeah, hold on. Let me just get these dips in too. You know what I mean? I get a nice little deep stretch. I probably should have warmed up a little bit more, moved, you know, move the shoulders a little bit. But yeah, I got a court. So if for whatever reason, you know what I mean? And also too, like I said, like, I don't want to really talk about personal things. And I do talk about them, right? Just without shedding light too much, you know what I mean? And you know, if it is, you know, it is what it is, right? Like I said, right? Some things, right, we just have no control over, right? So yeah, if you guys should see that I just stopped posting and stuff like that, I gotta go take care of some business. That's it. I gotta go take care of some dudes, you know what I mean, or whatever it is. Like, don't get me wrong, when you're in situations like this, of course, like you always hope for the best, right? But at the same time, mentally, because you don't want it to take a toll on your mind, right? Because it will, right? But mentally, you got to be prepared, right? You got to be prepared when you're in certain situations, right? And this applies just in life in general, right? You got to be mentally prepared. Like, obviously, you always want to hope and hope for the best. You know what I mean? You always want to stay in high hopes. You always want to stay, but also at the same time too, you want to at the same time prepare for the worst. You know what I mean? And like I said, right? It ain't, bro, this, like, you know, by the grace of God and everything like that, bro, it ain't for, you know, it's just a little something, nothing crazy. You know, you hope for the best and you know what I mean? And like I said, right? These are things, right, that in life, due to the certain choices and decisions that I make, that you make, that we make, it is what it is, right? You got to take it for what it is. And not only that, like I said, accept responsibility for what it is that we do, I do, you know? And it's cool, right? Because in our reality, in the state of mind that I was in at that time, that point in time, bro, things could always be worse. Things could always be worse, you know what I'm saying? So thankfully though, we out here, you know, and everything's good, right? So I just do want to point that out, you know what I mean? And I do want to say thank you to the people that comment. Thank you to the people that watch my stuff, right? I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And like I said, right, my channel is fairly new, so that's what I'm saying. If I just out of nowhere just stop, like, nah, bro. Once, you know, if it gets right, we're you know what I'm saying, we're obviously we're trying to go another route, right? But you know what I mean? Life continues, life moves forward, and you know what I mean? I don't want to talk like that, right? Because I'm in good spirit. You know, I am in good spirit. And I do feel like, you know, obviously, like, stuff's on my side, right? It's on my side. But at the same time, you know, with these people, bro, and that's the thing that I be trying to tell the young people, right? Don't put yourself in a situation, right, where, bro, ultimately, someone else has the choice, or someone else has ultimately has more control at that moment, at that time, than you do, right? Because honestly, this is your life. Life is what you make it. You're in control, step by step, decision by decision, right? You're always in control, right? But you don't want to get put in these positions where you give somebody else just a little bit more control over the narrative of what it is that you got going on, or your life, you know? And just know, like I always tell you guys, man, it don't matter what it is that you're going through, bruh. You gotta go through it, bruh. We gotta go through it. You know what I mean? Because like I said, right, don't nobody force us to do anything. Now, don't get me wrong, though. You can mislead, you know what I mean? Mislead the youth, or this or that, you know what I mean? Or you can be misled, right? But ultimately, right, it's just manning up and owning up to what it is that you did or done or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, right, that's why you want to be careful and make wise decisions out here, right? You don't want to give somebody, how can I say it, right? You don't want to give somebody input or give them the ability to control your narrative, to control, you know what I'm saying? But it is cool, right? It's cool. It happens. And always just look at it like, man, it could have been worse. Because it could have been. It could have been, right? And just know, right? Just know, right? That's why I be telling y'all out here, man. Do y'all thing, man. Do y'all thing, man. Go to work. If you young, bruh, and like I said, right? Like I said it before, right? You, for whatever reason, you keep finding yourself in like a lot of trouble or stuff like that, bruh, get you a job, bruh. Ain't nothing wrong with getting you a job, bruh. Let go of things that none of that stuff really don't matter, right? It don't. Find out who's good for you, bruh. Pay attention to the way the words people say, bruh, their actions, right? Pay attention to the way they treat you. Pay attention to the way they treat the next person, right? Because that'll tell you a lot about somebody, right? And sometimes when you're young, you really don't know, right? You really don't know, right? You thinking it's all fun and games, but in all reality, bruh, that's how people really feel about you, bruh. You know, you think it might be, oh, they joking, they bagging on you, they roasting you, or whatever you want to call it. Nah, bro, people really be, you know, sometimes it is all fun and games, right? But if you just on a day-to-day basis, bro, people always slandering you every day, bro, it's like, nah, bro. Like, it gets to the point where it's like, nah, bro, you know what? They really feel like that about you, right? They really don't mess with you like that, you know what I mean? It's just what it is, right? Pay attention out here, like I said, right, to people's words, to people's actions, right? But yeah, anyways, right? It's ain't all doom and gloom, right? Bruh, set you some goals, bruh. Set you some goals, bruh. Do different things out here, bruh. You know what I mean? Dare to be different. Dare to be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dare to be different, bruh. Dare to be yourself, bruh. Don't go along. Get along, bruh. Be yourself, bruh. Be yourself, bruh. Ain't nothing wrong with it, bruh. Why would you want to be just like everybody else, bruh? Why? For what? Be yourself, bruh. Be great, bruh. And not only that, bruh. Always push yourself, bruh. Push yourself. Challenge yourself, bruh. Your mind, your body, your soul. You know what I mean? Have the will to just be different and want to live and want better for yourself, bruh. And always have faith, bro. Always have faith, bro. And always, like I always say, right, bro, have faith and challenge yourself, bro. Have faith. And also, too, you got to block out the noise, bro. Block out that they feel like this about you, this or that, bro. Bro, none of that stuff don't matter. How do you feel about yourself, bro? Stop looking for respect, bro, out here. You know what I mean? Because it don't mean nothing. Do you respect yourself? The way that you respect yourself, the way that you carry and treat yourself, bro, the next person that deals with you has no choice but to hold you to that standard. And they either come up here, bro, to deal with you, or they just don't deal with you at all, bro. And you the same way, right? If you up here, bro, why would you come down here to deal with somebody, bro, that ain't? Because now you taking away from yourself. You done build it all the way up here, bro. Now you gotta come down and deal with these. Nah, bro. They either gonna catch up, they either gonna get with it, or that's it, bro. It's that simple. It's that simple, bruh. People treat you, bruh. People treat you based on the way that you love and respect yourself, bruh. You ever paid attention to why, like, so many people get away with so many things? Or not that they get away, you let them get away with so many things, right? Because if you nip certain things in the bud, bruh, in the butt, they want to do that. And they're gonna be like, oh, what? Man, it don't matter, but how they feel, bruh. Because if, and then one thing too, bro, don't become like them. Don't be like them. Because if you despise a certain character, a certain way of living, or a certain somebody, why would then you stoop back down to their playing field and then be just like them? Like, don't do that, bro. Just keep it pushing, bro. Keep moving forward, bro. It's just that simple. Treat you right. Treat you right. That's gonna force the next person to treat you right as well. And not only that, bruh, if they treat you bad, bruh, like I said, right, or whatever, right, or if they talk to you a certain way, or if they treat you a certain way, but you don't gotta do it back to them, right? Because the minute they get a reaction out of you, and like I said, the minute that you become or you do things that just like they do, you know what I mean? And it happens, right? It happens. It's trial and error, right? You gotta have thick skin out here. You gotta have thick skin out here, and give energy to, or don't give energy, because a lot of these things, right? A lot of the rumors and stuff like that, bro. They really don't. They don't deserve. They don't deserve for you to defend yourself. They don't deserve for you to put all this time and energy into things that really don't matter and have no value and in our lives. You know what I'm saying? For what, bro? Let people keep talking. Let people believe whatever they want to believe, because at the end of the day, bro, when somebody just really don't mess with you, bro, it don't matter what you do, bro, or what you say. You could do good and they gonna talk bad about you. You could do bad, they gonna talk bad about you anyways. You know what I'm saying? And then people are messed, so people be messed up, people, friends, and family, bro, that even when you down, bro, they still gonna kick you when you down, right? It's just life. It is what it is, right? But this is the thing about it. You don't have to be like them, bro. You don't. You don't gotta be like these people, bruh. Kick rocks, bruh. Get from around people, bruh, that you know ain't good for you, bruh. Bro, you ever go hang out with your friends, bruh, and the minute you pull up, bruh, the room get quiet, or just the energy change, right? It feel like they was just talking about you type stuff. When you feel like you're not welcomed, you don't feel that for no reason, bruh. Man, like I said, bruh, when you're young, bruh, You don't know no better. I get it. I understand. You can do as much, everything you in your power, bruh, for you to try to get them to like you, bruh, but it ain't worth it, bruh. Because when you put them before you, now you doing things that you deep down in your heart you don't want to do, and you know that's not you, because you're putting the perception that they have about you. You're trying to manipulate the way that they feel about you by your actions, your choices, your decisions, to try to sway and persuade them into them liking you. That you just, it ain't worth it, bro. And like I said, right, it happens and it is what it is. But time will tell, bro. Time will show you, bro. That's why now, bro, I don't care, bro. I don't care. To me, oh, I love you. Son, I love you. Oh, brother, I love you. To me, them is just words, bro. Oh, that's my boy. That's my boy. I love my boy. Actions speak louder than words, bro. Like I always say, bro, pay attention to the people that were there when you were down. It's just, it is what it is, right? Like I said, right? Pay attention, right? Because words are words and actions are actions, right? And if the words don't match the actions, or vice versa, bro, it's just pay attention. That's all, man. And then, yeah. Hopefully everything goes good and I'll be back, bro. I mean, hopefully everything goes good and we uploading tomorrow and everything, and for the days to come, you know. But if not, like I said, right, we go take care of our dudes, take care of what we gotta take care of, and then and we'll be back for sure. You know what I mean? Take care of yourselves, bro. Don't take the little simple things in life for granted, bro. And like I said, right, pay attention to the people that really love you, bro, and let them love you and you love them back. Peace.